Texas, from New York City, and I want you to listen to the No Holds Barred Network.
Enough is enough. They're always taking their sides, careless and nine, plus and minus, they're divine.
Hey guys, welcome back to the No Holds Barred Network with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host, as always, the EVP Eagles, the Heartbreak Chick, the Queen of the Indies herself, Tiffany, and I'm always joined by the Law, Ray Ramundo. Go ahead, Ray. You want to...
Oh, wow.
You got
so
us like...
said my name today.
Yeah?
Okay.
So I watched you... You could... I thought you were going to yell at me, so I wasn't going to introduce our guests because...
So nice, okay, so you're second guessing already, so I'm just going to do it myself. How's it going, guys? This is the Law, Ray Ramundo. We are live here with a very, very special guest. Here we go. It is the new era savage himself, Juicy Finau. I feel like I messed up the last name, even though I just asked him if I did it. How's it going, Juicy?
What's going on, y'all? Appreciate you having me on.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, taking the time right before you got a big match coming up at GCW in a couple of hours. I'm excited. Yep. I wish I was there for some support for you, but we're here. We're rooting for you over here on the No Holds Barred Network. So
appreciate y'all. No, thank you. It's for sure a big match for me. It's one of the bigger ones of my career. So I'm really stoked.
We're so stoked. We're so stoked. But we'll get into your match a little bit later. But let's jump right in because we know that you're pressed for time. So let's jump right into this interview. So again, like me and Ray know you a little bit. So for the fans out there who may not know you, how did you become a professional wrestler?
Oh man. I was playing college ball at the time. I was playing college ball in Arizona, and some stuff was going on with school and stuff, and I found out I couldn't play anymore. So the day I found out that I couldn't play, like literally that day, I went and started training. I found a school of maybe like an hour and 30 minutes. That same day I found out I couldn't play was the same day I started training. So, but I've been a lifelong wrestling fan for a real long time. So.
Oh wow, love it.
Never stopping. That transition was quick. There you go.
Yeah. Had to make it quick, man.
Well then, there we go. Let's talk a little bit about. I always like to ask about character evolution. So how we get from your start in professional wrestling to the new era savage that we know today? How did that evolve?
Man, to be honest. It's just me. Taps out 20 times, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, they always like, man, you gotta play this monster. Like, you gotta be a savage. Like, nah, man. Like, when I was playing football, I was the one getting everybody hyped. I was the one, like that was me in the front, like getting everybody hyped, ready to go. Cause we go on the board, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
It's just always been my demeanor. I got a soft voice with a polite demeanor, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure that I give them that little oomph. So,
I hear you.
I like it. Okay, so I don't cut around the chase around here. Like, I go deep. I go really in. So, like, I became very aware of you because of the collective. So I wish that I was able to go to the collective. But let's jump into it. So can you talk to us a little about your experience and what made you take the risk of going on your own accord?
So with the remember the collective was about to be held in Tampa, Mania weekend. So what I did in Indianapolis, I was gonna do anyways in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? So I had already bought tickets to go to Tampa, and then when we found everything got canceled, we ended up getting credit for those tickets. So as soon as I found out that they was moving to Indianapolis and the whole collective thing was going back on, I said, you know what? Let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I already got the tickets in motion. Like, I was gonna do it anyways if I went to Florida. Like that day, you know what I'm saying? I just told my boss, like, I'll be back, just got somebody cover my shift, and I was out. I headed out there, because that whole going maybe like a month, 2 months, I was reaching out to people, asking people, hey, I'm gonna be at the collective, I want to help wherever I can, let me know wherever I can, my hands may be needed and stuff. But nobody got back, so I ended up hitting up Jimmy Lloyd, and he's the one that told me, like, hey, they need help with ring crew. I think on Thursday at 11 a.m. My flight was supposed to come to Indianapolis on Thursday at 10. So as soon as he told me that, I got off work, switched the flight to Wednesday, grabbed, packed my stuff real quick, headed to the airport, and got to the got to ring crew on Thursday by 11. So
that whole trip had to be like whole different experience for you. It was nice, like as a fan, like seeing all the tweets from a lot of the wrestlers that we're familiar with, like saying such wonderful things about you. And like, that's why I was like, oh, I have to have you on, because I just felt like you had such a great story and I wanted to learn more about you. Like, is there like memorable moment like that sticks out to you? Or
I think the whole thing, just like the whole experience, I went out there, no expectations of getting in the ring at all. You know what I'm saying? I went out there solely to, network, talk to people, just, show, like, I wanted my face to be everywhere. Everywhere people turned, oh, they see me here cleaning, they see me here helping, asking, just constantly asking, hey, you guys need help? Is there anything I can help with? So that was my goal going there. I went there and, like, I don't know if you guys know Zane.
yeah,
Zane he's the one that posted the picture. That one blew up. You know what I'm saying? With me, it's always hard work. So I'm always just trying to, the faster we can get it done, the faster we get to chill. So that was my thing about it. If I can help them, get everything done faster, then we got time to chill, But yeah, the whole thing in general, meeting Ricky Morton, you know what I'm saying, the legend, you know what I'm saying. He came up to me and asked for a picture, like I shook his hand. He was just, talking me up and putting me on game. Him, Joey Janela, man, that's the thucker right there. He's the one that gave me the opportunity to show out in the clusterfuck. So it's the whole experience. Just being in the back with people, like, just there's so much knowledge back there, and there's so much, and it's so diverse. That locker room. So man, just meeting different people, different backgrounds, just being a sponge and just listening to they could be talking amongst themselves. I'm just listening, just soaking all of the information in, So it was a great experience.
wow.
I would do it again, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wow. See, this is why I said you had such a great story, and it's just, people need to hear it, and this is why we do these podcasts, and like that just makes me excited.
That's awesome to hear, man. Like, that's definitely the definition right there, paying your dues and truly having respect for this business. Like, that's insane. And again, it's good, pays off. Like, look at all that. Like you said, the legends you got to be around, the just veterans in this business. Like, I even saw Alex Shelley was talking about how you did that. And that has to feel good just to know it paid off. That risk definitely paid off tenfold.
And you know what? And it's funny too. I was seeing tweets. Somebody tweeted and it was like, "You don't take a gamble like that unless you got, unless you got something up your sleeve, or, you know what I'm saying." I'm not being cocky, but like, I knew I had something to offer, and I knew I needed to, you know what I'm saying. I knew if I got the chance, I needed to show out. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
So I already knew I had. You know what I'm saying. I had that card up my sleeve. Is if I got the opportunity, I'm finna show out. So as soon as the Taco Joey Janela put me on, he's like, yeah, you in the clusterfuck. I said, all right. I said, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I was thanking him the whole weekend. I'm like, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody just finna give you an opportunity.
Right.
You really gotta work for that. So for him to just go out of his way and put me into, like that's one of the flagship shows of the weekend. So just being able to be on the one of the flagship shows was like, damn, hell yeah.
Oh.
Shout out Paradigm Pro Wrestling too, giving me that official booking, man. All that over there, man.
We'll love it. We'll love it.
That's
we'll love
awesome.
It.
Let's keep it going though. So I have to ask this. I always a hard hitting question here. What does stepping into the ring mean for you?
Man, it's like knowing in your mind, like, damn, like I'm doing this, like I'm really here. Every time I come through those curtains, I walk into that ring, like you standing there, like it went from being a little kid looking at a box television, you know what I'm saying? Look like just watching these people make their entrance and just, soaking up that crowd. When I get in there and I look, I'm like, damn, like I went from a little kid watching this constantly to a grown man actually chasing these dreams. Dreams come true with hard work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was great. Every time I walk in there, I just know I represent my parents, my family and stuff. So I gotta hold myself to a different standard than, you know what I'm saying? So especially being Tongan, there's not that many Tongans wrestling in the business. So just being able to, represent that culture is different. It's a different ballgame for me. So
it's great. Our friend Frankie Picard's in the chat. He says, "Hi, Juicy."
what's going on?
Okay, so we got a bunch of fan tweets. So we're going to start with this one from our friends Good Cop, Bad Cop Wrestling Podcast. He said, "I saw Mance Warner give you a shout out on Twitter. So number one, what does that mean with someone of his stature does that? And two, what's the most significant praise you've been given by a fellow wrestler?"
Man, so number one, did you watch last night's Nick Gage Invitational? You know who the winner was? Do you know who that man that gave me a shout out? Oh my goodness, he didn't have to do that at all. He had to go out his way to do that too. But you know what I'm saying? We're not, because last night, I didn't know he was gonna post it, but he posted it, and I marked out in my room by myself.
Oh.
I was like, no, I'm hyped because bro just went through a war. He went through 3 matches, and for him to, we took a picture and for him to post that, and man, there's nothing but love, big Toko right there. So, but I think whenever, especially veterans that I share locker rooms with, when I get high praise from them, I'm like, damn, like they ain't got to do that because we share the same locker room. Our sweat is on the same canvas out there. So that in itself is just every time I hear something from somebody, it just make me smile.
Aw. I like that. Ooh, I passed that. Okay. Do you have any pre-match rituals?
I drink a gallon of water, Pedialyte, and I say my prayer.
Okay.
Yep, that's a must. Drink a little bottle of Pedialyte, get them electrolytes in, drink some water, do some stretching. But no matter where I'm at, every time I enter the ring, I pray before I get in there. So.
Okay.
Interesting.
Go ahead, Ray. You want to do that fan tweet?
Oh, yeah, I got it. So from our good friend here from Satsuma Cassidy, he asks, Mr. Juice, the 6-year-old wants to know, what is your favorite juice? Mine is freshly squeezed.
Ooh, I'll tell you right now, Welch's. You ever heard of Welch's?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Welch's, that grapefruit go crazy. I'm telling you. Welch's grapefruit. That juice is wonderful.
I love it.
Well then. Let's keep it going here. So, you mentioned a little bit earlier about the Tongan culture. I definitely want to bring up, as someone who, especially in wrestling, I love to embrace my culture. I like to make sure I respect it as much as I can and value it. My question to you, though, is how important is that to make your Tongan culture known out there and make it something represented in the wrestling scene?
It's very important to me. man, I think wrestling is the greatest way to, you see people always representing their culture, from the African culture, the Hispanic culture. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's culture is always. If you see somebody, they're always coming out with their culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is beautiful to me. So for me, it was um, at the time, like right now, you got you got Bullet Club, Battle of Fallen and representing the Tongans and stuff out there. Um, but that's about it, man. That's that's about it. That's all the Tongans you know. Like you ask, hey, any Tongans that wrestle? They bring up Haku, God, Tomatonga on them. That's who they bring up. But I want, man, like the Samoan cultures out there too. Shout out to the Samoan dynasty, Jacob Fatu and them. Like they make their culture known. You know what I'm saying? So one of the biggest things for me is people always ask me, bro, you Samoan? You Samoan? Like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's not, it's not disrespectful, but like, nah, I just gotta put on for my people too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let them know that it's strong on. So, um, being able to represent that in the ring and just do my thug thizzle with it, put my little taste on things. I've been getting a lot of praise from the Tongan community lately. Because I'm doing something different from what they usually would expect the kids to do.
Yeah, I love it.
No, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I feel like that's usually like the misrepresentation there that everyone associates like, oh, you have to be Samoan. It's like, no, there's a lot of different from the Polynesian culture itself. It expands that there's more than just. So definitely, it's great that you're doing it, man. It's great what you're doing.
Definitely, definitely. Our boy Dennis is in the chat. He said, "Hey, Juicy." um, so with your match coming up with Jordan Oliver in a few short hours, what has gone into preparation for this matchup?
I've been watching film. I have been watching film on Jordan Oliver. I've watched stuff he's done with Injustice. I've watched stuff that he's done in CZW. I've watched a lot of film on him. I know he's gonna bring it, and I gotta match energy, and I gotta match what he brings, plus some. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to come out with the dub, I gotta go above and beyond because I know he's not gonna hold back none. I'm not gonna hold back none, and I'll tell you right now, guys, y'all are in for a banger tonight.
Ooh.
ECW is so much fun. This card is stacked. I'm blessed to be on it with all these great talent. You know what I'm saying? So I am truly excited.
Well,
Well
we're
done.
excited too. So, guys, that's on IWTV, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So definitely check it out. We very much enjoy GCW, and we wish we were there, but we'll be here in our houses supporting from here.
Yep, definitely. We're gonna be supporting. I'll say this though, from personal feeling, careful for Jordan's chops because he hits hard, man.
Yes,
He chopped the
Ray,
shit out of me. Like
got-
I know how those feel.
it wasn't just a chop; it was a spinning chop too. So
Yeah,
Ray
that
took
backhand
one
got
of
me.
those. He kind of killed. So be prepared for a chop, okay? So we're trying to warn you here a little bit. So good luck with that match too. So let's move on for our next fan tweet. It's who was that from? It said the picture in your Twitter profile is really cool. Can you give us the backstory?
I think he's talking about my header. It's the very first singles championship I won, and at the time I was taking it everywhere. Anywhere I was booked, I was taking it. So I took my championship from California to Arizona that time, and we were in a really nice Airbnb. Looked over the desert, and I said, "Hey, yo, bro, take this pic real quick, man. let's get our model status on." There was a strap over my shoulder. Looked off into the hills, and that was that.
I like that. And that was from our friend Mason, by the way.
It is a great picture.
Yes.
It is something like it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it going here. So I do have a question. In the past, you've teamed with Toa Leona. I didn't butcher his name there.
Yeah.
Would you say though that you prefer to be a part of a team / faction, or do you like to be a lone wolf in that ring?
well, with me and Saul, we still a tag team. Well, me and bro, we're called the Toko Uso. You know, Toko and Tongan is brother, Uso and Samoan is brother. So we put together this. That's the Toko Uso movement. You know, bringing the Samoan and Tongans together. Uh, me and Big Tolo, man, that's my boy right there. We love being a tag. We love being a tag, but what we doing is we're gonna focus on doing our singles thing, focus on doing our singles career and stuff, and if they need us to be a tag, we'll be a tag. But we'd love to be a tag anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Um, if I can get this hype and stuff, behind my name, it'd be able to launch both of us being a team and stuff, get him going. Cause he's just barely starting out too. So
Definitely, definitely. No, I definitely saw. Like again, like I love to do my research just to make sure I see everything. And once I've seen you guys do, like you guys are a powerful tag team. Like, and it's a great thing again merging the cultures. And I feel like again it's very like confusing for some people that they try to say, oh, if you're all Samoan or this and that. So it's great to be able to merge the cultures, but also show the differences as well. So you guys are killing it as a team.
thank you.
Even though,
All right, so we move on for another fan tweet. So I'm gonna assume you saw this and you know who it's from, but I'm just gonna say, he wrote, "Who's your favorite wrestler named Anton?"
His name is Anton. Anton Voorhees. That's my favorite wrestler named Anton. he's he's actually, so when I first moved to the Bay Area, he's actually my first trainer I had there in the Bay Area. Because I was training, in Arizona, and I was training in Southern California, but those were like on and off for about like 3 months, and then when I finally moved to the Bay Area, when I started training at the East Bay Pro Wrestling Academy, our first trainer there was Anton Voorhees. So if you see me, doing these like jumps and stuff off, this stuff, he's the type of person. He's the one the way he coached was when he was showing the other students this stuff, I was just like, oh, can I try that too? Or, if he, like we were doing swantons off the top, I said, oh, can I try that too? And, he always encouraged me to do it. Now he's not training at East Bay. He's not the trainer at East Bay no more. He's focusing on building his company he got going on called Glam. So if you guys get a chance, look that up. But now the trainer that I've been trained by for about a year and a half now, his name is Rick Luxury. He's a 20+ year vet legend in NorCal. So that's who I'm under his learning tree right now. He's pretty much the one that just crafted and shinied up my whole career for me. He's the one that's helped me a lot.
That's great. That's great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Speaking of training, though, you've had an interesting experience. You got to train at the Fale Dojo. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? How was that experience?
I'll tell you right now, Fale Dojo, that's no joke right there. It's funny too because you see a lot of people wearing LA dojos and stuff. I'm like, nah, this Fale Dojo right here. It's like a bragging right to say that you from Fale Dojo. But man, that training over there is brutal. I'm telling you probably squatting maybe at least 4,000 times.
Wow.
He's probably doing at least 4,000 reps in a week.
Oof.
That's combined with because we train 6 days, rest on Sundays, back to it Mondays.
Oh, wow.
So we train regularly. So
How do you
that training over there really elevated my game, is what I can say.
Oh man, how do your legs not fall off? I can barely do a few.
I'm telling you, we would squat, and the worst thing about it is we lived upstairs and we trained downstairs. So we would squat, and then you'd have to take the stairs all the way back up to your room, come all the way back down if you need to use the bathroom. Like we were up and down.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Hard.
I'm sorry.
Hard.
I'm getting flashback to training because I know like under Red made us do every training session. We do at least 500 squats,
Oof.
and that's just pre-workout.
Oh God.
Like that's before we start everything. Like it's definitely you gotta have that core strength because it's a killer.
Oof.
Facts.
Oof.
It's great, man.
So who would you say that you have your eye on? Like, who do you want to wrestle? Like, everybody and everybody, right? Like,
everybody. I think one person I would love, and I've even expressed it on Twitter. One person that I would love to get a singles match is Calvin Takeman.
ooh, okay.
That's one of my ones that I really want to get.
Listen, Brett, make this happen. Brett, okay? I'm talking to you right now, Brett.
Hey, man, shout out Brett, man.
He's great. He's so
Well
great.
That's because I feel like another match, just to throw one out, I feel like you and Jacob Fatu got to get in there, man.
Shout out Big Jacob, man.
Like, man, that's a hoss fight right there, just waiting to happen. Like, that would definitely, that would be great.
I love Jacob, man. Jacob's always putting me up on game every time we're around each other. So, Jacob, man, he's really that guy. He's that guy. So,
awesome. But let's keep it going. So we've asked who you would want to face, who we think you should face. But if you could choose one person to face again in the ring, who would it be?
Again, you know what? It'd be KTB.
Ooh.
We had a banger of a match at GCW Last Resort. So I think we can have another banger just like that. So
Ooh, I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Again, the hoss fight there, that would be awesome.
I love it. The possibilities are endless here though. Like, I love it. Oh my goodness, I'm just ecstatic for you. All these dream matches, I like it. Ray, come on, do you think we can make it to GCW in like 2 hours?
We would have to we have to take our computer.
Yeah, we're gonna stream this podcast while we're gonna drive to AC. All right, so let's talk a little bit. Your thoughts on wrestling finally returning now during this pandemic. Like, what does performing mean to you?
Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, those months away was hard. You know, because I'm a healthcare worker, so man, just constantly working. You know, when I go wrestling was my getaway trip every weekend. You know, so without it, I was just working constantly in the healthcare. You know, I work real close with COVID. I work with elderly folks, so man, just like my escape was wrestling. So when that went away, I was just constantly working, and I was like, damn, like I need some ring time and stuff, and I need to get out of there. It wasn't until I went to Vegas, and they were having crowds, you know, little small crowds, and I was like, oh, we're back alive, you know, slowly but surely. And then I think the next week I ended up going to the Collective. So we've come a long way, and you know, I think a lot of people are happy. You know, a lot of people make their money off of independent wrestling, and I'm happy that the sport that we love and the sport that brings us all together is slowly coming back. It's coming back, but you know what I'm saying, it'll be back in full swing real soon, I believe.
Yeah.
Definitely,
We hope so. We definitely want to see more. It stopped a lot of us going to a lot of regular shows that we normally go to. So,
yeah.
But at least we have so many apps out there that allow us to watch all this.
Right.
Our friend Mark Out Media is in our chat. He says, I want to see Juicy against Chris Dickinson.
Ooh.
Careful that those slaps too.
Damn.
Just be wearing doors around Dickie. Like if there's a door around, he's
Be careful.
That's that man too. Damn. Y'all, he's trying to get me killed, man.
No, don't die. Don't die. We want you to come back on the podcast, okay?
At least we gotta see you live at least once
Yes,
too.
yes, definitely. Definitely. We got to come see you live one of these days. So,
Oh,
but let's
but
keep going.
let's
Yeah.
keep it going here. We're rounding it down to our final two questions. So I always end it with this: what is the end goal for Juicy Finau? What would you like your legacy to be?
Oh man, just being a kind person. To be honest, it being nice to take you a long way. Being a kind person with a kind heart take you a long way. And it's taking me a long way. It's guiding me here to where I've been. A lot of people tell me that this business is cutthroat. It's a lot. It's a eat or be eaten type of business. And I'm the type of person like, oh yeah, it's competition and stuff. I understand, but you don't mean you gotta be a dick about it. You know what I'm saying? You can, just being kind to one another. I feel like that. I think right now that's being kind and being humble is getting me farther than what my talents would get me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh man. No, I definitely not to just put you over because you're on the podcast, man. But I feel like if there was more people with your mindset, wrestling would definitely be a better place. Just because, like, again, it's great to have that humility to be truly paying dues in that way and just having that respect for the business. So I definitely commend you for that, and
appreciate that.
it's awesome to see what you're doing. Keep it up, and I definitely see you going very far in this business.
Yes.
Thank you.
And even like
Yeah, man.
as a fan too, like I could sit here obviously because I was like I had to have you on the podcast, and I was like I said, the story that you had just like touched me, and these are for me as a podcaster like and a fan, like I feel like they're very important, and these are the things that kind of catch me also to wrestlers and make me want to like support them. So thank you so much. I'm glad that I was able to find you, and loving to hear your story and loving to watch what your journey is going to be going forward.
I
So
appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to come on here and, spit my little words, So it means a lot that you guys will actually, take the time out of your day to just listen to me jibber jabber. So it means thank you guys for having me on here.
no, you're great. Actually, I just have one final question for you, and then
Yeah.
we'll get you out of here because again, we know you're very busy. So to all inspiring and amateur wrestlers out there, what's a piece of advice that you would give them?
Man, just be like Nike and just do it.
That's
Tell you
probably
right now.
There we go. The first one to actually say to doing wrestling. Like every time we ask this question, it's like, don't just run.
that
I'll tell
was
you right now. If I haven't been in the game long enough, but I believe in it. If this is what you want to do, if you want to be a pro wrestler, just do it. You gotta understand that you're gonna wake up hurt the rest of your life. Like you're gonna have these aches and pains and stuff. But the thing that keep me going is the love for the sport. The love and the respect. That right there. You just gotta do it, man. To be honest, like, cause you're gonna wake up 40 years later from like, what you when they ask you like, what'd you do in your life? Oh, I did this, and I did that. You would, if you didn't do it, you would never be able to say, well, I was a pro wrestler at one point in my life. If when it's time to walk away, it's time to walk away. But yeah, if you guys truly love and respect the business, and you guys really want to do this, you gotta understand you gotta pay dues too. You gotta pay to play, and this business is not just gonna roll over and give you anything. But yeah, if you guys want to be wrestlers, just do it. Find a school and just train. And just got like I said, you just gotta do it, man.
There
So
you go.
I
There you
love it.
go.
I love
Take
it.
those notes, folks. Take those notes.
Yes. So, but guys, so we're gonna like end it on that note so he can go get ready and do his thing and entertain us, guys. So again,
Absolutely.
make sure IWTV 4 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you tune on in and like make sure you kick Jordan's butt, okay? Like for us. So
thank you guys, man. Yeah, make sure y'all tune in tonight. It's a great card. It's a real great
Yes.
card. We got Alex Zane in his last independent match. So, if y'all can't know where y'all just tune in, support, support the fellas over here. We for sure gonna put on a great show for y'all tonight, and I hope y'all enjoy.
Oh, it definitely will. So, guys, thank you again for watching the No Holds Barred Network with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host, as always, the EVP of Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, the Queen of the Indies, Tiffany. That's the Law Ray Ramundo. And
wait. Before we cut,
Oh.
I have to bring up one person he should face too.
Oh.
Because we brought up Jacob, we brought up KTB again. We did this. I know I'm still in training. I still got some things to do, but for the future though, Juicy, how about we step in there one day?
Ooh.
If you want it, man, you can get it too.
Oh, man. I had to throw that in there, throw my 2 cents, because, hey, another hoss fight. I'm a big boy here, so one day.
Let's do
man,
it.
If you want it, man, we can get it going. So.
Oh, I'm ready. Okay.
With me, Rod, I'll fight anybody and everybody, so.
I'm ready.
It's a move, Taco.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
So, guys, thank you again. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.